We're live.
We're live.
I think I'm gonna upgrade my weeaboo shirts.
Oh yeah.
Get one of these.
Oh my god.
It's just got all the anime faces just plastered across the whole shirt.
Oh man.
Gotta up my game.
Oh yeah.
Oh hey, sorry, way back here. So, welcome to Drunk Tech Support. Oh my god, I need to get stands for these fucking microphones because you literally can't touch the desk.
Yeah. That's okay.
The desk is lava, Rich.
The desk is lava. Is that like a new game?
You never played The Floor is Lava?
Oh no, I have.
Okay, well yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the Drunk Tech Support. I'm Rich.
I'm Jay.
It's a little late, but
Sorry, I wasn't feeling well. Turns out I just needed coffee.
yeah, which I always have on tap. So, we're good.
So what's been up, Rich?
Well, we have a new toy.
Yeah.
If you want to jump right into that. So I went out and bought, without Jay knowing, a Stream Deck, and I played with it yesterday for a long time. I really love it.
Where were you testing it, downstairs?
Yeah,
Oh.
and then I came up here and started programming it for the show. I tried not to do too much on my laptop because I knew I'd be bringing it up here anyway, but
Yeah.
yeah.
It's very cool.
It's very cool. So all of our audio is now
Very cool.
touch of a button. There's a big red hype button I'm not allowed to touch.
Do not touch that button, I swear to God, Rich. That's got to be something we got to add to our test. How's the audio from all this shit going to sound?
You want to, oh yeah. So we can go to the camera. There you go.
Woohoo, field cam.
Look at that. I'm shaky, but
It's
push-
very
push
sexy.
the hype button.
Fuck my life.
Oh man. You also have your random fart sound button.
Oh, yeah. This is. I told Rich to add this.
It's like a different fart every time.
We got them all from the same repository, so they're all
They're
the same.
similar,
Yeah, so you gotta get
The problem was finding ones that weren't super loud, long,
juicy.
or ploppy.
I'm thinking we need the Bob's Burger fart. Oh, you never watched that show?
I've watched it, but
It's
not
like
enough
electric
to know what you're
keyboard,
talking
and it
about.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So we got a Stream Deck, and
we are wicked professional.
wicked.
More professional.
I tried to do the wicked professional as our screensaver, but it wouldn't let me do an animation. I had to do.
You can
images.
animate the individual buttons, but you can't.
Animate the screensaver.
Uh-uh.
Figure that out.
Oh, we should have
Well,
gone.
you know
back.
what else we can do?
We should have gone through each button.
We can remind people to subscribe. Hey, Andy. What's up?
Hey, Andy.
Subscribe to our channel. Like us on Facebook. Except Andy, because he hates Facebook.
I agree. I hate Facebook also.
And don't forget to ring that bell.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't going to be able to make the connection.
That's why I said ring that bell.
Okay. What bell? Twitch doesn't have a bell.
No, but YouTube does.
Okay. That's what I'm feeling like it needs a YouTube.
Okay.
Come on, Rich. It
But,
controls all our scenes. We can switch scenes.
Yeah. Yeah,
And,
I can go
Go back to your. I want to show the
web
buttons.
pages.
Go back to your phone. I want to show the
All right. Well,
the buttons we programmed.
yeah, there we go.
So, this must be to switch to
This camera.
this camera. Is that like a original iPhone? Is that a,
Yeah. It was the first one I could find that was transparent. So.
Rich added this random ass button. Oh,
You can't see it on this. It's only on the primary scene.
Oh, okay.
So you have to go there.
Hoo-hoo. Why?
Because it's funny.
Okay. We got Muskie Minutes. Little Elon smoking the reefer.
Mm-hmm.
Just the tip. This resolution's awful. I'm trying to
It's
look at the
because
screen.
I'm too shaky. I'm like, maybe I have.
Oh, that's
Parkinson's.
Zuckerberg trying to drink water. We got a drizzle button.
Oh, we do have a drizzle button. I forgot
Drizzle.
about that. Now, if he would watch the show...
Yeah, I mean, why the hell do we even do that? Apple innovation, getting Jay with games.
And he says he's on the Best Buy website right now. Coincidentally, that's where I bought it.
And we, like I was saying, you can animate the buttons. You can put GIFs as the background.
Well, the
It's kinda
subscribe one is animated.
cool. Rich put our intro and outro, which
We don't use.
We don't really need. And that is rapid fire news, I believe.
Yep.
Yes. Star Trek news. Macklemore.
Macklemore.
Oh, thrift shop shit. That's
shop
another
shit.
one we don't need because we don't. Whatever. You should line up all the ones we use on the top. Just move the ones that we don't.
Okay.
Like move the tinfoil hat time up here, and then
Jay's random fart button.
Rich's stupid hype button. Because Rich thinks this is still like 2011, and
Right.
that's like a really fun thing to do. What's down here? Oh, the bell.
Oh, we gotta hit scene 1 before you do that one.
Okay. What's scene 1? This one?
The first one right there. Yep.
We're starting a new segment, I think.
Yeah.
Robot news or
Robot news or AI news. We haven't decided on a title, and you don't have a proper intro yet.
So this is Rich's temporary intro. And there's no way to stop this, right?
Not the video, no.
God damn it.
It goes away
So-
now. It's 11 seconds.
Which I think is awesome, except for the clanking
Yeah.
as he walks. So yeah, that's all of our buttons.
And,
And then down here is
Yeah,
just
we
like
can start and
OBS
stop.
control stuff.
start and stop, stream. And there's a cool feature on this, which we've had issues where we accidentally went live before when we weren't meaning to.
Yeah.
And for this, I can make it only take a long press.
Yeah, you can change the way I press it so
I
you don't
won't
accidentally
hit it. And, yeah.
We
Yes,
should put,
it's the
we
XL.
should put that on the hype button, Rich, so we don't accidentally
Oh,
hit the hype button.
right.
Fart button's fine though.
But yes, it's the XL. It's amazing. It's one of the coolest things I've ever bought.
I'm surprised Rich fucking spent money on the show.
Shut up. Just because you've spent a couple grand in the last 2 months doesn't mean
I'm paying for it now.
I'm not doing anything.
I'm,
I also behind the scenes pay for all of our subscriptions for Restream.
$15 here.
It adds up,
I'll
just
get-
like you found out.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna drop Vion. So if you have any videos you want to finish up,
Churn them out.
you have till like next month. Because I'm oh
Yeah, we're not getting our use out of it.
no, and it's like $90 a month.
Jesus. I saw a commercial on YouTube for a service similar that was like
Adobe has.
buy it once and
Oh really?
yeah.
I like a buy it once thing. Adobe has an animation app. I just don't know how to use it. I'm sure it's gonna be way more complicated than the animatics.
I have a subscription to Pluralsight if you want to learn
What?
how to do it.
What is it called?
Pluralsight.
Plural.
Mm-hmm.
Today's episode is brought to you by
No, it's
Pluralsight.
not brought to them by anyone.
Dude,
I can't even.
I am getting. I've said it before, but YouTube fucking sponsored ads are like making paying for YouTube Red like pointless.
Yeah,
Because the whole reason I paid for YouTube Red is to avoid the ads.
and now
So-
they're working them in.
Yeah, now they're working them into the actual fucking shows, which I'm
So
like,
this is Pluralsight.
okay.
It's just like videos where you can learn tech stuff.
Like Skillshare. Try Skillshare for free.
There's all kinds of good stuff in here, but I have a subscription, so you know.
Okay. Have you learned anything from it?
Yeah, /Richard10. No, unfortunately, I'm not sponsored. That would be nice, though. But yeah, Andy agrees. Pluralsight's awesome.
I'm sorry,
one of
only
the best.
4 people max watch your show, so we're not going to sponsor you guys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If we ever had a chance at getting sponsorship, it would have been Leaning Kugels back in the day.
We were like begging them. Fuckers.
Oh man.
Can we agree on the air? so I can refer to it later, that if we ever did get a big following, we're not doing sponsored ads.
No.
For
We
anything.
will never do that. I agree. 100%.
I don't care if it brings us in an extra several $1,000s a month.
It's not worth it.
I refuse to do that. Although our live stuff won't have ads anyway, right?
No, people can do it in their live stuff too, but they
I
usually
fucking
don't.
hate it.
It's so annoying.
Oh my god. And they just work it in at the most inopportune time.
I will hand it to the couple of YouTubers I watch with that actually put like a logo the whole time they're talking about
a timer.
it, or a timer
Yeah.
or something so you know
How far to skip?
when you stop skipping, but it's so annoying.
Let me get this straight. So they've implemented sponsored ad reads because people are using ad blocker.
Right.
Right. So if they are doing that, what made them think that the people that are using ad blocker are going to respond positively to sponsored ads? And now the people that weren't using ad blockers are now exposed, have to sit through extra commercials
Right.
on top of the stupid ads that they roll.
They
at the
were already
beginning.
getting. Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Well, this is YouTube, and you know how great YouTube is.
Yeah.
I think we've beat that dead horse a few times, but I'm so done with YouTube. I mean, there's no... We're here because people watch it on YouTube, but I never go back and like try to
Clean it up.
clean it up or...
We used to try to do that.
Yeah.
Well, we do that with our actual videos we put up. What about Nebula and all this stuff?
I actually subscribe to that. It's really nice.
How much is it?
It's like $7 a year or something. It's
Really?
ridiculous.
Okay, so yeah, somebody I followed that got canceled off of
Yes.
YouTube. They moved over to Nebula, so I was like, do I want to? You can't even get like a sneak preview of it. It's
You
just
can
like
go to downstairs and just load it, and it's already logged in. Play it, you know,
oh yeah, I can test it on yours, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, all right, whatever.
or just watch mine and don't.
Yeah. What were the other ones? You started putting us on these other ones.
Oh, they were decentralized networks, DTube, and there was another one. I'd have to look it up.
How does that work? Does it upload automatically, or is this something we should be?
No, we can't stream to it that I know of. It's something we'd have to upload finished videos to.
So you signed us up for it, but we've just not put any content on
We
it.
put a couple,
Okay.
not much though.
Did you go back and look and see if they got any views?
I haven't recently. I used to check every day, but
We're gonna need another checklist.
yeah.
Fucking A.
See, I think this is why we don't have a lot of friends, because we're just not good at being popular.
Yeah, we're gonna do this podcast and throw tons of money into it. Although
I
I
have
only
fun.
wanted to do audio. I've said this many times. You have forced me into video, and now my OCD has kicked in.
Yeah.
Which is why we've done all this.
It's wonderful, though. This is the best we've ever looked and sounded.
Looking good, Rich.
Looking good, Jay. Finally.
Mm.
I mean, it's funny. It took... anyways, it took you moving across the country for us to finally get our shit together. But here we
Yeah.
are,
Well, I like it because
8 years later.
Rich can't just ignore me when I have a suggestion.
Right.
I can like reach out and like
Throw something
strangle
at
him.
me.
Yeah.
Got a couple computer screens. You want to get me back? Of course, they're not CRTs.
I know.
anymore,
It's
so-
not. That's kind of like. It's not fair.
Be like, ow!
I'll throw my Mac at you.
Oh man.
Oh, I can hear you swallowing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Rich has like this really loud gulp sound when he drinks his coffee. When I was editing Coffee Time, I noticed it because I had headphones on.
And my mic was right there.
It was it was like pointed at his throat, and I'm like, I was getting nauseous every time I went to drink. I was like, God no! So I had to go back and like cut around it or just mute that. Ugh. And now I'm
Yeah.
hearing it on my headphones. I'm gonna throw up.
Awesome.
What's up, Rich, with stuff and things?
Well, I have a whole bunch of stuff on here, but I want to start by complaining about my audio video equipment in my living room.
In his bedroom.
No, that one works great.
Okay. I'm thinking like your camera,
No,
your streaming setup.
so
Rich got an OnlyFans.
I had... No, I do not. Nobody wants to see that. But...
There's a fetish for everything.
True. I was trying it for the first time to use HDMI ARC, which brings audio back to your sound receiver, in my case, a soundbar.
Yes.
And I had never used it before, but it's supposed to be able to do bidirectional, and everything should work, and it should be happy. Unless you have an Xbox Series X, apparently. Because no matter what I did, no matter what setting I used, as long as I had my audio going over the ARC,
Yep.
my Xbox would continuously take over, and my, the HDMI CEC would take over and change the input to the Xbox over and over.
Right.
So I go back to the Apple TV, and it would switch right back to the Xbox. I turn the Xbox completely off, and it still sends some kind of a signal over,
Really?
and it will switch over. As soon as I unplug the ARC, everything's fine. I just hooked it up optical. I'm still getting my DTS and Dolby Digital, and
Now I have your old HDMI switcher, which works great.
yes.
I love it.
Well, yeah, because
I told you I only had like 2 HDMI inputs in the back of my screen,
It
so
turns-
every morning I have to plug in my work computer,
Oh,
unplug the Xbox, and at the end of the day I got to switch them. So I can do it all now. But I did notice the Xbox having some weird problems with it. Sometimes it won't trigger the screen to switch.
right.
Sometimes it'll trigger it, but then there'll be nothing on the screen.
Yeah, something's up with Microsoft's. Maybe it's the programming on the HDMI CEC or something, but whatever it is, it's annoying. And even switching the power setting from sleep over to completely shut off still sent a signal over the HDMI, and it would kick right back. So it's been driving me crazy for months, and I finally broke down and got on Best Buy's website and bought a bunch of HDMI cables and a new switch box, because I was blaming it on the Chinese switch box.
Oh yeah,
That's where it all started. Well, first I blamed it on my sound bar, and then I bought a new sound bar, and it was still doing it. So then I was like, it must be the switch.
When did you get a new soundbar?
Right before you moved here.
Oh, okay.
And anyways, so the switch was fine. So now you get to use that, and benefits you, and
Yeah.
I feel a little better about my purchase. But while I was there, I got suggested a Stream Deck, and I was like, should I?
We've
And I
been
was
wanting
like-
one for a while.
And then I literally was like, Jay spent a lot of money on the podcast recently. I can do this.
God damn it, set up. I'm sorry, Rich. I didn't mean to flex on you like that and make you
Yeah,
feel. I told you I didn't care. Like I would have
No, I know.
eventually bought one of these because these things look so freaking. It is awesome.
It is
Like
amazing.
it's really cool.
I mean, and the fact that you can do like a big image or individual buttons or whatever, it's amazing.
Pretty damn cool. And
And as plugins,
you were trying to make one
I was.
for a while.
My problem is I didn't have hardware that I felt would work anywhere near as good as this. So that's why I kind of scrapped the project.
I put that Android tablet I was fucking with. What was that Android tablet you gave me?
I
must have been in the back of my room.
yeah,
Oh well.
but it's a Dell. It has a word. Venue.
The Windows machine.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
Well, it was a Windows device, and they also sold an Android version with an ARM processor, but the one I have is x86. Hey, Drizzle's here. Look.
Drizzle.
Hey. We got a button so we can play your theme song.
Yeah.
And we can also do this. Yeah, it's like it's Always Sunny,
Yeah.
where they start trying to do a podcast.
Welcome to Jay and the Fat Man. If you're just tuning in, Drizzle, we bought a Stream Deck, and well, I bought it because I felt bad because Jay's been buying stuff. So
I told him I don't care.
I know.
Rich, you're not keeping up your part of the... Plus, on top of that, he's got me, like, paying for, like, P.O. boxes and crap.
Yeah.
Signing up for stuff, so...
Yeah.
I'm running thin, Rich. I'm broke.
All
I'm
right.
broke! We need, like, that Dave Chappelle thing. We gotta have these... And you can do different pages on this, right?
Yeah.
So we could have, like,
switch over.
Yeah.
And have as many as we want.
Oh, we're gonna be like one of those stupid TV shows, those radio shows now,
Yep.
where they just have a sound effect for everything.
Mm-hmm.
What? Okay, I'm warming up to that button.
Right. Right. It's just so ridiculous. Hey, Drizzle, don't forget, if you haven't, subscribe.
Yeah, he's not subscribed to us.
Yeah, we brought this up in the last show, but I don't think he was here.
God.
So you should subscribe
Yeah.
if you haven't.
Coob face?
I think he meant
Facebook.
Facebook.
Oh, I got it. I got it. Awesome.
Oh, man. So, anyways, my TV, I hooked it up optical. Everything's fine now. The Xbox doesn't switch back on its own. And then you gotta hit the bell.
I am opposed to the bell. It
He
makes no
is.
sense. You gotta do the thing that Christopher Walken's doing with the bell.
Oh.
Why don't you have him with the cowbell?
Oh, I didn't even think of cowbell.
Like follow us on Facebook and YouTube and all that stupid stuff that people say in their fucking. You know what I hate about YouTube? This turned into like a YouTube bitch fest.
It really is.
It's
not hard though.
When you just you'll pick a random video, you're like, oh, this looks interesting, and you start to watch it, and like less than a minute into the video, they're like, hey guys, can you just like and subscribe and hit the bell? And I'm like, I don't even know if you're any good yet. I'm not fucking doing that. I'm not just gonna go across a random person and hit it.
Exactly.
But once again, it's probably all the stupid kids.
Oh.
What?
Andy says we should use GPT to write self-promotion segments.
Oh.
We could do that.
Yeah, anything to make
Funny, I had some Chat GPT news tonight.
Oh, you did? You want to skip to it?
Well, no, because we gotta get into the robot news first.
Oh, great. Do you want to do your thing?
Let's do it.
He wants sex. Sex robot news, Rich.
Yeah.
So what's new in the world of sexual robots that
So
use
this
AI?
is the best part. When I was trying to do this, I just searched sex robot,
Yeah.
thinking, surely I'll get the whitest kid you know.
No, that's like 2009. That's
Oh
so
my
old.
god, sex robots are like a huge business I didn't even know existed.
I don't know. I want to buy one for scientific reasons.
Scientific reasons.
There's a guy on YouTube that actually has the money to throw around, and he reviews sex dolls, like those real life sex dolls. Of course, he can't show anything,
That's weird.
and he's one of those guys that's got the very heavy Indian accent.
Oh.
Today, we are going to be reviewing the Victoria Model 207. As you can see,
Does he show the bulbs and fucking...
well, I think you can't show the graphic stuff. I don't know. Why can't you? Because it's like, you can... People are getting away with breastfeeding videos.
Well, that's breastfeeding.
Like, it's educational. He's not like banging the dolls on the... Now I will try to fuck the doll, and we will see how well it feels on
my god.
my penis. No, it's not like that. It's just like a dry...
Oh, fuck. So, moving on.
Back... You're the one that named it Sex Robot.
Yeah, I know. So, Bing, Microsoft did a whole,
Oh, I can do it now.
yeah.
Damn.
I put it in the middle.
I don't have to yell at you.
They,
Rich, you gotta accept cookies.
Oh.
And
Do
close that E-Trade.
Oh. Remember that?
You're clicking on OBS.
Oh.
Dumbass.
Oh my god. Anyways, so Bing was in the news. As you know, Microsoft infused a shit ton of money into ChatGPT. But,
Yes.
Apparently, it's starting to name enemies and explain its plans.
Cool.
to
Can you close that
punish-
Crest ad? God
Jesus.
damn it. Can we just... Do you have ad block installed?
No,
Why?
because I don't use the computer every day, so I forgot.
Okay, well, install it, because we're advertising for other people.
Oh my god. Anyways,
I'm a Colgate man.
so I felt like I had to bring this up because it's, AI taking over, being very anti-humans.
Everyone's gonna lose their job. Anyone
Right.
with a...
They took your jobs. Hey, we need a button for that. We use that enough.
Who is? Can you? We're having technical difficulties at the moment. Please hold.
It's my son right here.
In his room?
Mm-hmm.
Zach! Ugh. Fucking
Anyway.
kids, dude.
So,
Jesus Christ, like, only 10% of this page is actual article.
that's unreal.
This is like dystopian.
It's funny because we used to make fun of this stuff, and now we just accept it.
I don't accept this. That's why I use ad blocker,
Well,
which only gets rid of, like, maybe 80% of the ads. It's crazy. I'll read an article, and, like, I won't even... Sometimes I'll think I'm done reading, but no, there was, like, an ad, and then there's a little bit more of the article after it. I'm
Yeah.
like, it's so annoying.
and
So-
sometimes they hide the little read more button too. Ugh.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes
anyways.
when you click on that, it's like, oh, you got to subscribe to us to read the rest of the article. So, have you seen that movie, Megan?
Oh my god, it's on my list.
What list?
Look.
Oh! Sorry, my bad.
Anyways,
Get ahead of
yeah. Today's robot news is primarily about robots coming to kill us all.
Okay.
Starting with ChatGPT.
I'm all for being murdered by a robot.
And then I was... So where was I? Oh, I was on my Roku. And they have ads for movies all throughout. And they had an ad for Megan. And I had not seen it.
I've only seen clips of it.
And I kind of shit when I watched it. It looks terrifying. And, like, I'm not a...
That's what's shitting.
So I'm not a horror movie guy. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, they don't scare me. Like, unless it's something that could really happen.
Right.
So when we talk about evil robots killing people, it makes me worried. And it scares me a little.
Did you hear Tesla's has like a failsafe built into his robots to stop them from murdering you?
No.
If you say stop, 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 the robot will shut down, and there's no way to update that software. It can't be overridden. It's like a failsafe.
They still allow their cars to plow through people. If it's the
Nobody says stop,
the
stop,
left-
stop when the AI driving assist turned off. You know, that's why it turns off.
Oh, if it decides, hey, I could save 20 people or kill one, you're
Or
dead.
just running to stop traffic for some reason. Freaking A.
Anyway, I think it's fair to say that we need to slow down with our AI and robot.
Yeah, that's what they're
stuff.
saying, that we're just diving headfirst without thinking of the repercussions
Exactly.
and all this stuff.
Which we do a lot. I mean, we've been through it throughout our history with like nuclear weapons, and then we realized, oh shit, these are terrible.
Right.
Like, you know, at first we were like big and bad, and oh look what we got.
We got more nuclear weapons than you do.
Yeah. But
Apparently
I don't
that's
know.
what that treaty was that Russia walked away from,
Yes.
capping the number of nuclear missiles you
Yeah,
can
but
have.
It's irrelevant anyways because the cap was like 800. So I mean, if you
How many
have
does it take to destroy the world?
Like-
I feel like
less than 800, I think,
I don't see how that's helping. Like,
because you don't have to nuke
should we
it
cap
all.
it at like 3?
You really don't have to nuke it all. You just nuke like a straight line down, and then the fallout will get everybody
Yeah.
else.
What you need to, well, maybe they're backups, Rich, because we can
Oh,
shoot down the nukes, so
right.
they got to have more nukes to keep launching to
Right.
overwhelm our deterrent or missile protection system.
So I think
Star Wars.
what happened is robots taking over and killing people is a legitimate concern, and it will happen if we're not careful. So now Hollywood is latching onto it and making movies that are going to scare people like me because I'm old and I'm afraid of the future.
Dude, we're going to have robots that can carry us to bed.
Oh,
we're old and feeble.
that'll be nice.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't try to kill me.
It might. Robot put a pillow over your face. Please hold, Rich is dying. I don't... I'm going to take a break and go yell at somebody real quick.
I think it's my son.
He's not in the room.
Fantastic.
He has headphones on, so I can't hear.
Yeah. Well, I texted him thinking, hey, maybe he'll watch his phone, but no.
Ugh.
So, robots.
I'm not afraid of robots terminating me, like Terminator, like that kind of future.
Right.
I'm
No,
not
I don't-
worried
I'm
about
not
this
even-
like dystopian future where like everyone can use like ChatGPT. Like, why hire programmers when we can just give it a vague description of what we want the thing to do? I'm not talking. I know it can't do that right now, but it can always get better in the future,
Right.
like years down the road.
Eventually, AI will be smarter than a human.
I don't.
There's limits to our brain power.
Right. And I don't understand. I don't understand how artists make art. Like these people, I see these deviant artists.
Mm-hmm.
Like, were you guys make? I guarantee 99% of these people bitching and crying about it aren't making money. Like they might get a few commissions, but they're like on their crying. They're gonna take away our art. Like,
You know, you're probably right because I do know one professional photographer that
is
does
excited.
like artistic photos, but they're like all in on AI. And,
Yeah.
Like, Andy says GPT's biggest problem is it keeps giving inaccurate information with the highest levels of confidence. We saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We and I mean, I don't know if that comes down to, because I don't believe it has direct access to the internet. But like we learned with Tay,
But let's face it.
you don't want to hook these things up to
every-
the internet.
Every bro that's been to college tells inaccurate information confidently, though.
Yeah, we
Just
do that in
saying.
real life. So that's why I guess you want to check your sources.
Right.
There was somebody,
Multiple sources.
somebody on 4chan or Reddit, trained ChatGPT on like 5,000 pages of like Reddit posts and stuff,
Jesus.
and then set it to just start shit posting. Like it was making like 10 posts a minute.
Wow.
And I don't remember. I like clicked off of it, but it was interesting because people were like trying to figure out. Like, it seems like a real person, but a real person can't make this many posts
Yeah.
per minute. So they're trying to figure out what it was.
That's wild. I don't know. It scares me, and I hope that we start hiring like ethics people that can explore these types of questions. Like, if companies are going to work on AI and robotics at this level, I feel like they should have somebody like an ethics officer that is in charge of making sure
How can you be?
we're making the right decisions.
I guess. I mean, it's kind of like of a Pandora's box. Like, how can you have a group like control all the uses of it? Like, if it's not programmed into it at inception, like, don't tell people how to make crack or something
Right.
like that. You know, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I still don't know like 100% how it works. I know it's trained on a bunch of data, and people have like physically trained it, and then it has its own separate from the internet database. So if that's true, how's it mixing up information? Is it just not
It's
accurate enough yet?
Well, Andy's got a good point here. He said somebody compared it to an excited 10-year-old. And you're right. That is a good way to approach it, I think. Because AI is
We gotta
still,
smack it across the face.
AI is still young and it needs a few beatings and, maybe some soap in its mouth when it's dirty.
All right.
I don't know.
What the fuck? We gotta send it to like special ed classes.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah, and I guess take everything that you get back from it with a grain of salt. Don't
Yeah.
automatically be like, this is the truth. That's Rich's thing now, so congrats.
What?
Your stupid fart button.
That's your button.
Yeah, but I did that in like,
I'll take
Because-
credit for this.
I don't get that at all. What the fuck?
It's what I say.
Speaking of old memes, can we get just that old grandma face? Like, she's like,
I actually,
Says
that's
what?
the same There's two of them. There's
Oh,
one with the
okay.
grandma face and there's that one.
Oh, so we can have a button that just has all the LOL what memes, and every time we push it is different. Oh my god, I love this thing.
It's so cool.
Saving it from me.
Yeah,
Old school memes.
for real. Oh, man.
So, what was I gonna say? Oh, so one of the things I heard about Bing, and Microsoft had to put a statement on their Bing website. I don't even know what they call it.
Bing.com?
I guess that try not to have your conversation go past 5 back and forth interactions, because after 5, like if you ask follow-up question, don't ask more than 5, because that's when it starts getting weird. I guess it can't track
So now I
the conversation.
immediately want to go and ask more than 5 questions.
Well, yeah, that's. I guess that's what.
And he said Bing.com/Richard Tam.
Fucking my brother was like obsessed with Bing because they did that stupid. Because they're so desperate to get you to use Bing, they did like reward points
Oh,
for doing
yes.
searches and crap that
Yes.
you could like spend the points on like a store.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Oh, my God.
I'm like,
So,
I'm not going to use an inferior browser just to earn points.
no.
Now, do you think that Bing's going to get better with ChatGPT?
I think that's what they're banking on. I mean, they invested billions
Now, if
of dollars.
ChatGPT doesn't connect directly to the internet, how's it going to be a search engine?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to have to at least get a dump.
Is it like
from the
Alexa or Siri, if you ask it something that it doesn't know, it immediately just goes like the first web search response?
internet? Maybe.
Hold on, let me check Google when you're on Bing.
But then it can read that page and learn it.
Yeah, but isn't the first page in search results usually an ad?
Yes, you're right. Sydney is the internet internal code name for Bing's ChatGPT model.
Sydney.
Sydney. I think.
Oh, they dropped Cortana. Wouldn't that have been a cool thing to integrate? I was reading about that.
That
I
was
was like,
that was perfect. They should have kept that.
I'm sure they still own it, but they dropped that. Like they don't even have the app anymore. It's just a generic search.
Instead of worrying about ChatGPT, they should let the professionals take care of that.
Oh, it's still on here.
And they should just keep developing Cortana.
So they still have Cortana.
Yeah,
This
but
is
it's
what-
a circle. I don't want a circle. I want to see the hologram.
Oh,
chick.
it was never the hologram chick.
I
It was always the
know.
circle.
But when
But
they
I thought
said
they
they were
dropped-
going to do it,
They stopped like innovating it or something. It still exists, but it's become like a generic. What?
Andy said they blew their Cortana load too soon.
Ho ho! Cortana was awesome. I was so excited for it
I know.
when it came out, and it was actually voiced by that woman. But
Yeah.
then they used some. Now it's just some generic computer voice
Yeah.
lady sound. Not cool. Also, Cortana became like crazy bad guy in Halo 4, and then
True.
like blew up planets and killed a bunch of people.
But they kind of like, kind of fixed it or ironed it a little bit.
I guess
In
Infinite.
Infinite.
They just made like an autistic version of Cortana that you hang out with, and then the real one's like, "Hey, this was always meant to happen.
Right.
You know, you guys are cool now." She's like, "Oops, I murdered billions of
Oops.
people."
My bad.
God.
Hey, speaking of robots,
Okay, I thought I could play the robot one.
What
again.
is the current state of Mark Zuckerberg's metaverse?
We're heavily investing.
I guess one word could describe it, which is turmoil.
Do you want to take us through some of the exciting
Yeah.
games in the pipeline for Quest?
A company fumbling to satisfy the whims of its founder.
We believe in this vision so deeply that we renamed our whole company after it.
That is way too long for us to just be sitting here like a couple of assholes while it's playing.
so guess what?
What?
Meta?
We're gonna talk about Meta. Is there Meta news?
They're unveiling a subscription model.
Oh, I wonder where they got this idea. I came up with this.
You can now be Meta verified
Why?
for $12 a month. I think I read.
What? Why?
$14.99 a month on iOS or Android because they got to make up that 30%.
Oh my! We got to make up for the 15 billion, 50 billion, lots of billions.
Lots
that
of
we
billions.
So wait, so like our drunk tech support will have a little stupid blue check mark next.
I don't know how they're gonna show it. On
The reason
Facebook.
that works on Twitter is because I got to get out of my Mark Zuckerberg voice. The reason it works on Twitter is Twitter's very minimalistic,
True.
and the blue dot's right there.
It's also very
Facebook is busy.
famous for like celebrities and like
Right, companies.
companies, corporate
But-
entities. It's not for Joe Everyman.
I just don't feel like that makes any sense on Facebook.
We're
First of all,
we're
Face-
investing in our future.
Okay, well, you better get away from Facebook because that's bleeding users like crazy. Like the fucking, all the new generations don't use Facebook really. Like it's all your mom and probably
No.
you.
I can tell because my son has this thing where he reads my Facebook posts to me. It's just random out of nowhere. He'll just be like, "Ooh, it's a winter wonderland out here." I'm like,
Okay, boomer.
so anyways, but he does it like a week after I post these things. Like he
Yeah.
never gets on otherwise.
I stopped. Once I wiped my old Facebook, created the new one solely just so I have access to the drunk tech support one.
Right.
I don't upload anything anymore.
Well, I turned off my notifications a few years back and just stopped using it because it was the notifications that were drawing me back in. It was all psychological.
Yeah, I got to turn Instagram off because I just keep getting notifications for our Instagram.
Yeah.
And I don't ever go to it.
Those are off already too. I don't have any notifications on anymore, except Twitter.
Attack of the Killer Robots is the name of this episode?
Yes,
I
it
feel like
is.
we need to talk about killer robots way more for that to be the title of the episode. Like we just had like a little 5 minutes.
It was the introduction of our robot segment. AI wants to make an enemies list and mark people off of it. Mark Zuckerberg is trying to get more.
This is
money
a
out
new
of us.
feature about increasing authenticity and security across our services.
Security.
Sweet baby rays.
Oh man,
Give us your fucking data.
I don't understand it.
Oh, and there's a price.
Oh, and remember, I don't know if he said it himself, but they always said that it'll always be free.
It's not free because you are the thing being
product.
marketed.
Yes.
There is a price discrepancy. So they're saying F you to Apple users because
Right.
it's $11.99 for, I guess, PC and Android. But if you're
No, Android's 15 too,
no,
because they take a cut.
right, it should be 11.
$14.99
Yeah,
for
and then 14
iOS
for-
or Android.
Oh, so wait,
Yeah,
that doesn't make
everybody's mad
sense.
at-
How does that
everybody's-
work? Facebook is cross-platform. So if I sign up for verification on the PC website,
Yeah,
how are they going to know that?
because they're the biller. They're going to do the subscription direct, whereas on Apple or Android, it's an Apple or
No, I
Google
know.
subscription.
But what I'm saying
And they
is,
can-
can't you just subscribe on your
Yes.
PC
Yes.
for $11.99
Yes.
and then just post on your iPhone or your Android?
correct.
That's
They don't want
so. If you just happen to be on your iPhone when you decide to sign up for verification, it costs you more.
because they want the money that they're losing to Google and Apple.
God. So hey, if you want to be verified, just sign up in a web browser on your
Yeah.
PC.
Well, that
What
was
about
what,
if you sign up on a web browser on your phone?
I think it was Spotify that. No, it's still. You're on a phone. It's going to see it as.
That's ridiculous.
Well, no, actually, no. If you do it through the web browser, it shouldn't. Unless it.
Well, it'll
redirects
still
you to
get
the app.
your OS data from your browser.
Yeah, but unless it redirects to the app, I don't think it'll be a subscription.
That's crazy.
Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them because they're losing 30%, but at the
I
same
don't blame
time,
them either.
They have plenty of money.
Are you sure they're pissing away all their money
Yeah, I know.
on Meta, which has been very quiet lately?
VR. Oh my god. I did have another segment, not a segment, but a news article that I saw that was in my miscellaneous items for today
Yes.
about Google. Apparently, not just Google, but Google and Microsoft both they say that having a search that is based on ChatGPT technology will be a 10 times cost increase.
Yeah, I was actually wondering that because
And they're mad because it's going to cut into their profits.
well, no shit. So great. Maybe they'll start selling a subscription to their ChatGPT.
Oh, you want to search the web? It's $5.99 a month. Sorry.
Yeah. Otherwise, you got to use regular crappy Bing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's server costs and traffic
Yeah,
costs
yeah.
and bandwidth issue, like all that stuff. That's why people are like paying for priority, like Andy's paying for ChatGPT.
Yeah.
So I could see down the road them having like two separate versions of Bing. One where you're paying once they realize that it's just eating
I
costs.
feel like they're taking advantage of consumers, but I kind of feel like we did it to ourselves too. Because for all these years, I've been like, I'd pay $5 a month for, and now I'm like, I pay $5 a month 100 times.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I'm realizing now. I'm like, wait a minute, what? I'm getting nickel and dime to death.
So I actually did a analysis on my bills and what I'm spending out on subscriptions, and it's about just under $200. It's $190 something a month in subscriptions.
I think I got you beat. I think
And
I'm
that doesn't
probably around
include my
400.
Amazon Prime, which is like $140 now.
I think I found out I'm paying like $400 a month
Well, yeah, I mean,
plus my rent. So
it's
it's
like, yeah,
it's like one. Yeah, it's like a huge chunk.
it's unreal, and we don't realize it because it's just $5.
It's only $5.
Yeah, it's only $5.
Microtransaction. Hey, does everyone love my Mom Jeans laptop?
I do. It's fantastic.
I hate the way that feels.
Yeah, you just don't like mom.
I don't know if there's a way to rip it off.
Were you touched by a mom? Was that
I just like mom jeans. I got a mom fetish.
okay?
Don't judge. Don't kink shame.
Hey, I ain't shaming no one.
So yeah. Have we? No one's even tested. I'm gonna test this right now. I'm gonna go to Bing. Bing.com.
So, also some meta news since we're on the segment. They're laying off more people.
Who is?
Meta.
I'm sorry that we're gonna have to let you
So
go.
they have given 7,000 employees subpar evaluations this year,
Yeah.
and they're looking at laying off a couple thousand more people on top of the 11,000 or whatever.
There's
they
a wait
announced.
list for chat mode.
Probably because they're overwhelmed and they don't want to do a subscription like ChatGPT did.
Access the new Bing faster. No, I'm not setting you as fucking default or getting the Bing app.
That's how they're gonna get you.
You gotta set Edge to your fucking default
You
browser.
set it as your default, and you got priority access.
God damn it. I was watching something about
You are the
how
product.
even though their newest browser, Edge browser, is like 10% faster than Google, but still nobody will use it.
Yeah.
And
I
it's based
use
on
it-
Chromium.
Lately, I've been having issues, and I haven't been able to identify a plugin or an extension or anything that is causing it because I've tried disabling them all, but like random
I
shit.
like that.
Whoa.
Go ahead, what?
Random shit just keeps happening. Like,
This was 100% when I plugged it in. The yellow, use more power?
I don't know.
Oh no, something happened to it. What the fuck?
Are we drawing too much power from the USB on this computer, or are you plugging in something else?
What do you mean? It's not very bright.
I guess you're plugged into the wall.
I don't know, it's dead.
I don't even remember what we were talking about now.
It's dead. We're talking about Bing and Microsoft and microtransactions.
I don't remember what I was going to say, though.
Boo.
Anyway.
If you know what we're saying. Oh, no, everyone's tuned out. I always forget. People listen to the first 10 minutes and then
Well,
they're gone.
It's also like midnight where they're at, so...
Why don't we change our time? Oh, wait, because I was...
We normally do earlier, but we couldn't today.
God damn it. Oh, anyway. So we'll find out if I get the new Bing access
Yeah.
at some point. So
Andy's
stupid.
still here, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Do you
Sorry,
remember
Andy.
what we were talking about? 'Cause I was
Andy,
about
what
to
were
make
we
a point.
talking about?
Playing GTA. Drizzle. He's probably streaming too
I was... Yeah. Son of a bitch.
to his thousands of followers.
Yeah, son of a bitch. That's what I have to say to you, Drizzle.
I love it.
Okay, so... Ba-ba-ba. What's next, Rich?
Well, I really just miscellaneous stuff. There doesn't need to be any segments beyond this. I was gonna start a gaming category and do a gaming segment, but there's nothing gaming on here. I thought maybe you would talk about some of the games you've played recently.
Oh, yeah, I've been playing Dead Space.
You
you
know
wanna
what,
do a-
Drizzle? Fuck you. We got a button for you.
Drizzle.
So
I know,
may
we're
only have
dedicated.
2 viewers, but you get priority access.
Yeah, you have, like, Drunk Tech Support Plus. And you don't have to pay for it. It's only $15 a month.
Only.
Wow, my fucking light.
Oh man.
I'll have to look into that. Okay, so yeah, I don't really have any game news. I've been playing Dead Space and
Well, I saw like
Halo.
4 different YouTube videos in the last week, and that's the reason I put it on the notes. But apparently, and I've never heard of this site, which is weird because we're both kind of into retro gaming. But there's a website called DK Oldies, and they sell refurbished systems and games and for all the retro consoles.
Every time I see DK, no matter what the context,
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong immediately. There's like a store here in town called DK something,
Oh yeah.
gas station.
Oh the little gas station.
Yeah.
Yep. But anyways, apparently, a lot of people, for instance, the 4 people that I watched YouTube videos on,
Yeah.
are starting to think it's just a big scam site, and they're not actually doing any kind of refurbishing.
Oh.
So one of the people I watched actually did a PS3 through their website, and it was like really scratched up, which okay, you can't
Yeah,
really
they
do
can't
much about
unscratch.
it. It was that shiny top on it,
Right.
but the inside they hadn't broke the warranty seals.
Oh my.
It was still
stuff full of dust.
Dust. It smelled like cigarettes. Like
God.
it was bad.
Yeah, that sounds pretty scammy.
So yeah, so if either this was for people that just really got screwed, that just happened to be streamers, or there's something more to it. But I'm not buying anything from them, just
Yeah.
in case.
I wouldn't. I would check their what's that thing?
But I
where
feel
people
like
can bitch about companies.
if a company could be, yeah, that their logo actually is the Donkey Kong.
Hey, okay.
But if a company could do this properly, I think it'd be fantastic. Because,
It doesn't take much effort, especially these old retros where it's just a circuit board
Yeah,
and that's it. You just open it up.
I know.
bust out.
like the Atari was literally like 3 inches.
Yeah.
It was nothing.
There
Yeah.
now there is like some processes you can do to like clean the contact pins. I've seen someone actually boil motherboards for the OG Nintendo.
Oh wow!
Somebody I used to be friends with on Facebook. That's what they did.
Wow.
You don't use like tap water.
No, you use that mineral oil
Yeah.
or whatever.
No, it's got to be like purified water.
or
It's got to be like
purified
that
water, something
shit you put in your vaporizer.
saline.
No, that's salt water. That'd be very bad.
But that's what I put in there.
What is it called?
I
It's
don't
for
know.
babies. It's in the baby section. It's a
Pedialyte.
no. Yes, you boil it in Pedialyte. What the fuck? It's got a pink cap. It comes in a milk bottle.
No idea.
Distilled water. I think it's distilled. I think that's what it is.
Anyways,
Anyway.
there is a local store though that we've been to. The guy kind of sucked there.
Yeah,
but
the guy is not fun to talk to. He was like bewildered that I was gonna mod a Game Boy Advance.
They actually refurbish systems, and I bought one of the original Nintendos, and they put all new like contacts and everything. They started a whole new slot so that it was brand new. It was actually hard to pull things out. I had to get like pliers to pull them out.
Oh, it was, like,
first couple
brand new.
games. Yeah.
Huh.
So it can be done right. Oh my god.
Are you an old fart stuck in bed?
But it can be done right if they want to. But
Which company
Obviously
Andy
they're
wants
not.
to know?
oh, he already.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Because I pulled it up. You pushed the button.
Oh.
I forgot.
My B.
Got this fancy thing, and I'm not even using it.
Yeah, I've gotten some weird crap on the internet. Like
Yeah.
I ordered when I got into like Raspberry Pi and like circuitry and stuff, I was
Yeah.
trying to find like a circuit kit that just had all the transistors and capacitors and crap.
Yeah.
And what arrived was a bag just full of mixed circuitry and buttons and stuff. Just like a bag, like they dumped it, and there were dead cockroaches and rat droppings in it.
Gross. That's
Yeah,
nasty.
I think I got it on Amazon.
It was just like a bin that
It's
they just
literally like
dug
they
into
swept
and,
the
like-
floor of like an electronics manufacturing
Oh
plant
my
and just
God.
swept it into a bucket.
We're like,
And it
yeah,
was
some of that
disgusting.
works. They're it's extra protein.
Yeah, okay. Gross. So all that legitimate. And this was like a. It was like a. So it came with. Oh, it's in my room. So it came with like everything was in a Ziploc bag, like the different capacitor sizes and stuff, and the
That's
resistors. And then on top of that came a big bag, which they sold this like a grab bag.
Yeah.
You get these specific circuits, and then whatever's in this bag. And the whatever bag was the one that had like shit and bugs in it.
Yeah.
So I just threw that out and kept the
Kept the good
other
stuff.
ones. Yeah, and then I got the plague.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not going to take a chance with this company, but I mean, there's shady things on the internet. People should know this by now.
Yeah, but you could also
But-
just get a system for like $20 and then refurbish it yourself. You have the skills to do
No,
it.
I do, but not everybody does.
Right. So are you saying we should start our own refurbished systems
I mean,
company?
there might be a market for it.
It is the modding market and all that crap is
Is that a good market? I hear that's a good market.
yeah.
So there are some bright sides to the corporate world, though.
Oh, you don't say.
Very few, but I thought this was kind of positive. So you buy a car, and that's a big purchase. Like even if you're buying like a used car, it's a couple $1,000s, like easily, for a cheap shitty one nowadays.
Yeah, if you want something even remotely reliable, you're looking at like $4,000 to $5,000.
Yeah, and then
I'm well past paying $150 for a car.
you know
from the
every
newspaper.
every car has its little niche, whatever, however you say it. I can't right now.
It's niche.
Niche. Fucking. Anyways, but a lot of people still, which I didn't even know they existed still. I thought they were gone, but people still buy Volvos.
They don't exist anymore.
No, they exist.
Oh, they do.
Yeah. I said the exact same thing. I was like, they don't even exist anymore. And they do. And if you buy a car from them.
What just happened?
Fuck?
I just heard a buzzing in our headphones
Yeah, I
too. Our
heard-
Stream Deck just crashed.
What the hell?
Did they just short out?
I don't know.
I hear like this. Do you hear that buzzing?
Yeah. We like overloads.
Oh, I am overpowering the
Oh.
thing. That's why my light was flashing.
Huh. All right. You
All right,
drew too
well.
much from our USB.
Whoops.
Now we know.
Who would have thought that a $2,000 Mac couldn't handle more than 4 things plugged into it?
Yeah. Well. We have a dog, which is even worse.
Great.
So, anyways, so Volvo exists.
Yes.
And if you buy a car through their website, they will fly you out to Sweden or wherever the hell they're at. Here, let me pull it up.
You ever see a Volvo?
They will send you out there in like style, like
You know.
hotel, everything, and you can drive your car and check it out. Make sure you like it. Oh yeah, and then they will ship it back home for you.
Yeah.
So it's like a big adventure that they're. I mean, obviously, it's worked into the price of the car. They're not.
I was gonna say it was for like $50,000.
Goodness
like,
of your heart. But,
These are new Volvos that are being made.
yeah, a new Volvo. You put $3,000 down, and then they'll send you tickets round trip to Sweden.
What if you get there and you don't like any of the cars?
It's a good question. Maybe you forfeit your $3,000 deposit.
Well, that's stupid.
But you get priority boarding, premium cabin, lounge access, hotel accommodations,
Dinner?
and a dinner. Yeah.
This is very weird.
I've never seen anything like this, but I thought this was cool as hell.
Seems really desperate. Like,
Maybe?
guys, we need to sell our cars. There's that. What country makes Volvo?
Sweden.
Sweden. There's no Volvo dealers here.
Not near us, but they do exist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
Well, that's kinda
if you
cool.
go and buy it here locally, though, you won't get the tickets to Sweden.
You might also get a cheaper car though in the process.
I actually saw this on like one of the stupid reel things, and I was like, yeah, right. So I looked it up, and I was like, whoa.
So would you end up getting one of those weird Volvos where you drive on the right side of the car?
No, they would sell you the one that you need for your
Okay.
country.
Okay.
But
That's interesting.
It's cool. It's like a little adventure.
I
to
guess
get a
they're
new
like
car.
nobody knows we exist. So we need to do something cool to like.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, it's a niche. It's certain people buy Volvos. I don't know what those people are, but I see them driving around, so I know they like them.
Weird.
Or
I feel like
put up-
anytime I've ever seen a Volvo,
They're
is
supposed
like,
to be really
like a
safe, though,
1980s. I have no idea. I know nothing about Volvo.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be like the safest car.
What's
like,
what
in crash
company
tests
went out of
or whatever.
business? But you still see them on the road.
There's a whole bunch that went out of business. I mean, Saturn.
Maybe Saturns.
There's still a bunch of them on the road. But anyway, so not every company sucks ass all the time. Sometimes
guess.
they're kind of nice.
Well, isn't like Sweden like one of those like socialist countries?
Yeah,
Those-
you mean one of the happiest places on earth?
yeah.
One of those? Yeah.
Bunch of socialist douchebags.
Oh my god.
Sorry, just kidding. What? What is that car that ran on diesel? The Rabbit, the Volkswagen
Yeah,
Rabbit.
Volkswagen. They still exist.
I think it was the Rabbit. Yeah, that car doesn't exist
No.
anymore. But that shit got like I don't know, like 800 miles a gallon or something like that. Something crazy.
Well, that was also more attractive back when diesel was super cheap. But then when they made this new highway diesel that you had to start doing that had lower emissions, it became just as expensive or more in some cases than regular unleaded gas.
Boo! I want a car that runs on kerosene.
I want one that runs on water. Damn it!
No, they'll kill you, Rich.
I don't care.
You'll disappear in the night. When I was living in Maine, I was surprised that all the gas stations carried kerosene. There was
Really?
a pump, like a gas
Well,
pump for
don't
kerosene.
people use it for home warmth and stuff too?
Yeah, you can use it for heating, but I'm thinking mostly it was for lighting too, for like lamps, because the's a lot of people. Remember
Illinois.
Brian
Oh yeah,
didn't have
in his
electricity.
little shack.
Yeah, we needed kerosene up there.
Yeah.
That was a pretty cool little place, though.
I never saw it, but I heard stories.
Lived
from
off
both
the
of you.
grid.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's like my dream, except not in a
His
shack.
parents were hoarders.
I would want like a
I wish I just like
Cabin.
had a spare house I didn't use.
Right?
I just used it for storage. Like, what the crap, man? Was born in the wrong generation. Should have been born in the 70s before Reagan.
60s. I'd say.
Yeah, 50s, 60s.
Yeah. Should have been a boomer.
Yep. Oh, at least I had my avocado toast.
I did want to have a couple of security topics today, even though I know you usually don't care. But I didn't realize that people still have shitty passwords on their phones. And I say this kind of tongue in cheek because our drunk tech support iPhone, the password's 1234556. So So
That's
I'm
the kind of
just as
password an
bad.
idiot would have on his luggage.
I'm just as bad, but there's nothing on there. It's just our show. Like,
Right.
somebody wants to go and go live. I think we've done enough damage to our reputation that wouldn't do anything at this point. You know.
Right. They're
But
gonna, like,
anyway.
I don't know. Is there anything that somebody could like make us say or do that would make you stop listening? I'm talking to the 2 people that are listening.
So, you know, barring somebody posting as us on Facebook or something, I'm not really worried about it. But our phones have everything. They're financial tools. They're the internet. I mean, we largely browse the internet on our devices now, whether it be an iPhone or an iPad or something like that. But Drizzle said he'll always be here.
Thanks. Thank you, Drizzle.
But they're super private now. Like, we have so much on there, we have to keep them secure, whether we like it or not.
Yes.
But apparently it's like a thing now where people will watch you type your password in, and then a few minutes later they'll jack your phone and have access to everything. So it brings up the importance of having a complex password. Something not 4 digits like the phones still allow you to do. Last I tried.
You just reminded me. I want to turn facial recognition off. I want to go back to a 4-digit password.
I don't understand. Of course you do. I don't understand why Face ID doesn't work for you, though. It's like it
has
works
to be
for
good
everybody
lighting.
else in
I
the
have
world.
to hold the phone exactly like this.
It's crazy. I've
doesn't-
seen it happen, so I know you're not full of shit. Like,
My face is too beautiful, Rich.
I've never seen that. But anyways, so set a good password for fuck's sake. How hard is that? I mean, do we really trust the average person on the street? Because if we do, that's the problem. It has nothing to do with technology.
Wait,
Technology
what?
will not save us.
What
If people trust the average person on the street
Yeah.
with their entire life, that's our problem, not technology. This isn't a technology issue.
Yeah. Well, and like younger people tend to just put all their shit out there anyway
True.
on their fucking
But
fucking TikTok.
if you had the password to someone's phone, you could then use anything. I mean, you could change their passwords. You could connect to their bank. You could drain all their money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of damage you could do nowadays.
That I was totally for fingerprint. I don't understand why it went away. Is facial recognition?
Recognition.
Facial reckon? Is that more secure than a fucking fingerprint?
I don't know if it's more secure.
Because from what I heard, Apple dropped it because they suck. And they're like, well, we can't fit it on the phone, even though Samsung can do it.
Andy says yes, it is more secure.
Okay.
I assume there's more data points they can pull off of your face than there is on a fingerprint. But
I don't know. Could your twin brother open your phone using facial?
I don't know. I'm sure if you were like truly identical, it would be very hard
That's what I was getting
for
at.
it to discern.
But I think fingerprint security is good enough for the average person. Now you freaking security.
I just noticed Drizzle said facial reckoning.
I don't know. Like
Andy hitting us with the support.apple.com link.
oh boy.
All right. Da-da-da-da.
Is this supposed to
The
tell us?
probability that a random person in the population could unlock a user's iPhone or iPad is less than 1 in 1 million.
Okay. What about for?
Including with a mask on. Even
Yeah,
though
they
they
did
tell
that mask
you,
thing. I didn't set that up.
well, when they tell you that,
I don't wear a goddamn mask. This is America. Sorry. Go ahead.
But I guess they warn you when you do that it's lower security, but I guess it's not that much lower, obviously.
What with the mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I still feel like unless it's like I don't know. I just feel like fingerprint's good.
wow.
I'm not saying it's better than
Look
facial.
at that.
I'm just saying it was more convenient for me.
1 in a million for Face ID. Touch ID is 1 in 50,000.
Okay, well,
Way less.
I don't even talk to 50,000 people in a day, so I don't think there's that many people trying to sneak on my phone.
Oh my
I
God.
was more concerned with, is it easy to, like... See, somebody would have to, like, lift one of my fingerprints and do that gummy bear thing that... Oh, God, Andy's like... Jay, shut up. Shut the fuck up, Jay. You know, where they, like, put your fingerprint on the gummy bear. I saw somebody do it, and they were able to unlock a phone. I'm like, okay, fine. But, I mean, I'm not a terrorist. I don't child porn. I don't think anyone really cares what's on my phone. Maybe
But
people in India.
You can use Apple Pay, though, if you have your password.
Yeah. You're the one that got me on that.
It's more secure as long as you
I don't know.
have people seeing your
It
password.
doesn't... If it just worked, I wouldn't care. Like, if it just fucking unlocked my phone,
Sure.
but half the time it's like,
I still don't understand
Nope,
why
try
it doesn't
again.
work for you.
nope, try again.
I mean, maybe you're onto something with it being your appearance changing all the time.
I know, I got a goatee now. So now it's like, what the hell, man?
Who's this guy?
You gotta train it on like 50 different versions
Oh,
of
here you
like
go.
how I look.
Probability of a false match is higher for twins and siblings. Children of the age of 13.
I can see how like a kid later in life is not working. They have to update it.
I'll say, though, I'm super impressed because I can look at baby pictures in my Google Photos or my iCloud Photos,
It can find you.
and it
yeah.
knows it's my daughter. Or
Yeah.
like, and I'm like, damn, that's impressive. But
I wonder if it has from an algorithm. It can detect like the different changes over the years, so it can like
maybe
it might notice that like
estimate what
every year the face changes a little bit, so it knows to apply that to the younger
Yeah.
versions or something. There's got to be some sort of technology there.
Yeah, but the I feel like it's not that hard to have a complex password.
Yes, Eddie, I've added different appearances. It just doesn't like my face.
Yeah, it's so weird because I've
Maybe
seen
it's
it
my
happen.
glasses.
No, because I've seen you do it without your glasses on.
Well, like I'm saying, it works.
But with
Sometimes.
me, I can have my glasses on. I could be wearing a mask. I mean, it just works. I have the mask enabled on my work phone, so I know how it works. And it works all the time for me. I've never had an issue.
Maybe Apple's just like, fuck Jay.
Maybe
He won't stop
Maybe
talking
they're
shit.
like, I don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Whatever. I can't go to fingerprint anyway, so it doesn't matter.
True. So anyway, also security related, and I know Andy probably already knows this, but the CEO of Signal is fucking awesome because the UK is talking about passing laws to weaken encryption, and they will pull out of the UK if they do it.
Why would they want to lower encryption?
Because governments don't think we should be allowed to do encryption. Remember,
Oh,
encryption
you
was
can't hide your shit from us, so we're gonna make laws to make it so you can't.
Right. Remember back in the day, encryption was actually illegal. Like, only the government could use it. And they finally loosened the laws, but now you still have governments trying to pull back and weaken it or get back doors or, you know, it's ridiculous. Like, the government should have no access to our shit. End of story.
I agree, Rich. I just don't
This
want
is
to go
America.
to. I just don't want to go to crazy lengths to worry about it.
No, I get that. But Signal's easy. There's nothing complex about it, you know? It just works. It's like any SMS app that you've ever used. Like,
Yeah.
so, anywho.
So wait, what type of encryption does Signal use?
End-to-end. So there's no... Like, it's not putting it on a server in
Yeah.
plain text and then sending it, you know. Andy says they have problems in the UK and the EU with this. They don't understand math. Fantastic.
Great.
So, anyways, I thought this was awesome because, you know, it's good to see, like, Apple stands up for user privacy a lot, but it's hard to be like, oh, Apple's great. They care about the privacy of the users because they're a $1 trillion company.
Yes.
So they're obviously doing it because they know it's a good market.
It's a good market, Rich, that encryption privacy market.
So it's nice to see other companies that aren't trillion-dollar companies say, oh, no, we will pull out. Even if they have a huge customer base in the UK, they will still pull out.
That's what she said.
Oh my god.
Okay, I love this button now.
You gave me so much shit last night when I added it. You were like, "It's stupid."
We need a but up.
And you have definitely used it more
Button.
than I have. And we can do the animated stick figure guy as the button.
Or that monkey's like.
Or the monkey.
I agree. The government shouldn't have access to all your crap.
Yeah, I mean, there are people in my life that have my passwords because it's not like I'm trying to hide something. It's just I don't fucking trust anyone.
However,
I certainly don't trust the government.
I do think if they found out about some fucking pedophile child trafficking thing and they had a list of all the bad people's names on it, I feel they should have a way to get that fucking information. If it's just cutting off the person's finger to like open their phone or just holding their face in front of it, I'm for that. So I'm sort of on the fence, I guess.
There are laws in certain states where you have to use your biometric if it's available.
Yeah.
That's why Apple, you can hit 5 times on the button and it'll disable all biometrics.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a complex password and you're in a state where they can force you to look at your phone or use your Touch ID,
Yeah.
then you just hit that 5 times real quick and then bam, they can't use it. So
But do you see where I'm coming from?
yes,
I don't think the government's like
Yes,
trying to get on my phone.
there are bad
but-
things out there, but this is definitely a slippery slope where a power-hungry person like a certain recent president could take it too far.
Yeah.
And I
agree. It goes both ways.
I don't think we need to open the door to that.
It's like unions, Rich. Either side can't have too much power because it sucks.
Exactly.
And there's probably no way to fix that. No way to like make everyone happy.
Yeah. Apple did respond to the password thing. I saw a separate article from what I first saw. But they basically were like, no shit, in a way. They said, we sympathize with users that have had this experience, and we take all attacks on our users seriously, no matter how rare. And we'll continue to advance protections, keep their accounts secure, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, to me, it's just put a fucking password on there. If you want to give it out to certain people that you trust,
Yeah.
do it. But otherwise, nobody needs to see your shit.
I guess. So wait, you're against like
Yes,
just the fact that someone can physically see what you're typing?
That's what I was getting at, Andy. There are certain states where you do not have to give up your password, but biometrics are totally different things, and they can use them.
Yeah.
So, and so you hit that 5 times, and sorry, you can't have my password.
That's an iPhone thing?
That's on the iPhone. I don't know if Android has a similar one. I've never used Android as my daily driver. So.
See, the problem is I only view bad people doing this stuff. That's why when you say I don't want them getting on my device and knowing my shit, like that, these things should exist for that. But I'm
you can
always just
see-
thinking it's nefarious.
There are 2 people that watch our show and me that are not hiding things, I hope. I'm looking at you, Andy.
I'm looking at you, Rich.
But, that's 3 people right there that don't have anything to hide but don't want the government to
No,
have
I
that
understand.
open door.
What I'm saying is that's the reason I can't wrap my head around it, because I'm thinking what normal person
Yeah.
really gives a shit.
mean, I
Because it's
care.
usually the bad folks that have something to hide. And I've always said this since like our first episode. What are you hiding, Rich?
If I was hiding anything, then the people that have my passwords would know what I was hiding.
Yeah.
So
You know what? Maybe I just need to get hacked and get all my fucking money stolen, my data lost,
you'll
and then
learn.
I'll change my tune real quick.
that's how it works for companies. They won't spend money on cybersecurity, and then something happens, and now they're sinking millions into a.
My God, I have so many two-step verifications. Because I work with there's like many hospitals
Yeah,
that are
yeah.
clinging together for life, and they've yet to like unify their systems and processes. And I have to use two-step authentication hundreds of times a day. I log onto my computer, and then I connect the VPN. That's a two-step. And then I open up the remote desktop. That's another two-step.
Yeah.
And then I have to open the website for one of the other companies. That's a two-step. It's just like this all day long. And they all fucking time out after, like, feels like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It times out if I don't touch it. And then
So
drives me nuts.
we have two-factor only on stuff with admin rights. So, servers.
Well, everything I do
and-
is admin, right?
Right. Same for me. But my average user doesn't have to have it. They can enable it if they want, but it's not required.
Well, my problem is I'm logging into all these different
Except
hospitals,
external.
each one with their own security practices.
Yeah.
So normally where you would just log onto your laptop, maybe connect the VPN, log onto a website, and you're all set as long as you're on the computer, it
Right.
won't re-authenticate. The problem is, like, I keep having to jump out and jump into a different location, and
Yeah.
it just drives me fucking insane.
You should
dude.
get a key fob.
They still use us?
Yeah.
I had one of those.
There's like some really good ones now that you can get.
We had a fucking like a bin of them at National Grid because they went from that to just using like Duo,
Yeah.
and
Well, most people want to just use their phone because it's already there with them. But if you are, you mentioned unions.
Mm-hmm.
Unions won't allow them to allow a company to force you to use your personal phone. So
I agree with that. You
Those
shouldn't be doing your
companies-
work shit on your personal phone
they have to allow them to have key fobs. So.
or company phones.
Or company phones.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I could get a company phone if I ask. Like I don't want to do anything on my phone.
Yeah.
Like the only thing I have on my phone is Teams. That's just so I can like, just make it look like I'm working.
Yeah. Well, I've worked in places that are subject to freedom of information and public records requests and stuff like that. So I don't want anything on my personal device for that reason, because then
Right.
it becomes subject to that.
Exactly.
And then there we go again with the government getting access to my shit. I don't want the government in my business. Government took my baby.
What? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember what it's from, but it's a thing.
All right. What else do we have?
I think that might be everything I've had. That is everything.
Damn. How long we been going?
1 hour and 22 minutes.
All right. Let's get the hell out of here.
All right. This has been a good show, guys. Thanks for joining. I love my Stream Deck.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe and some other dumb crap and ring that bell.
Oh, yeah. Ring the bell.
Ring the bell. I don't know. Whatever you're watching us on, I'm sure they have a bell. I'm sure that's like... I'm sure Twitch has a bell.
Just subscribe. Ding, ding, bitches.
God damn it.
All right. Until next time.
What? Are we off?
No.
Oh, we didn't do our outro. Go fuck yourself, Rich.
Oh, go fuck yourself, Jay.
All right. Great. Crikey. What's with you making noise while we're
Still live.
What?
We're still live.
Rich's stream deck is malfunctioning and he can't stop the show.